Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got it. There we go. Kill. Check 49.
Here's Prescott. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 37. We're going to 54. Why here? Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, kill. 44's the mic.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, here we go.
Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Westbrook got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Westbrook. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Westbrook. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Someone got man. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check. We're going to 53. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
56 is the mic.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
218, chopper. Alert 3. Check. Look at me. Go. Hey, rock, hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Got you, boy.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is taken at about the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 35-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Prescott now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Beck. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Kill. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Jacksonville.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Westbrook looking for his running back, and he's got him. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Get ready, get ready. Get ready. Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Off the play fake. Westbrook. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Westbrook. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Off play action, Westbrook. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
They go to Elliott again. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Check pass, check pass.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Slip. Go, kill.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Check 53. It's our time. It's our time.
Prescott to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Bravo!
Throwing after the interception. Westbrook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Hey, Wahoo!
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Westbrook. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 4th down, Westbrook. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Westbrook is going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 10th carry now for Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's back. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Jags grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Westbrook. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.